Hello Taiwan, I'm Shye and I'm chatting with Joey Chow right here on ICRT FM 100. Woo!
ICRT. Hello everybody, I'm Joey, and today we'll be connecting with Singapore with a very talented and young singer-songwriter slash producer. That seems to be the whole package these days. Her stage name is Shye. What's up? How you doing?
Hello, I'm Shye.
I love that name is a name as well as an adjective at the same time.
Yes, I constantly get asked like, oh hi Shye, are you shy? Like, yes, I am quite. So
Are you actually?
Yes.
Are you introverted, do you feel?
Yeah, I've gotten better, I guess, with meeting new people and like meeting my supporters, but I still get very nervous. I wouldn't be this talkative in person, so if I did see you in person, I'll be more like, hi.
Okay, I totally understand that. That is one of the upsides of the pandemic, is that we don't have to personally interact. So for the introverts, this is more comfortable, I would say.
Yeah.
Now, when you first debuted, do you remember when you first debuted with your first EP and the first singles from it? That was like 2017, 2018?
I think, yeah, it was 2018. My first song I put out, I was 15. I was turning 16 that year, but when it came out in May, I was 15. And then when my first EP came out, I was 16. It honestly feels like it was just yesterday. I still feel like the same kid who was making music in my bedroom, because I still make music in my bedroom. So, but it's really nice to look back and see like what has happened since then. It's very crazy.
Talking about production, because you previously mentioned that you listened to artists like Taylor Swift, right?
Mm.
And I think you also talked about Benny, a couple of K-pop acts. Are you still into these kind of music now, or has that changed?
No, I still listen to quite a lot of the people I used to. In fact, this is very good timing because I recently discovered like a whole vault of songs I wrote in 2018.
Oh.
And I could really hear like I used to listen to people like Clairo and Boy Pablo, Taylor Swift, and I still listen to all these people, but I could really hear that influence in my older songs.
Yeah.
And I think I grew up with Taylor Swift. So my first concert was a Taylor Swift concert, I think.
Oh, is that right? Nice.
Yeah, so she will always hold a very special place in my heart.
Didn't you, funny that you mentioned Clairo, you went on tour with Clairo not long ago, right?
Oh, no. I wish. I opened for her when she came to Singapore.
You opened.
In 2019, yeah. So
that's got to be an exciting time, yeah.
Yes.
All right, so I was actually surprised a little bit to hear that you grew up with Taylor Swift, because in your production, it's very different from Taylor's kind of production. So in terms of the way you produce, who do you take your influence from?
For me, I really appreciate like different music styles and productions, because I feel like there's always a very interesting way of mixing it according to like a specific artist. So that's how I sort of learned to experiment a bit more. I also don't think that there's really one way to produce and mix. So for me, I used to think that like, mixing and producing was a very technical process, but I feel like it's also a very creative one as well. Yeah. So you can choose to do so many different things, and sometimes it offers like a completely new perspective on a song. I think in terms of production, the very big turning point that I remember very, very well is in 2019, I discovered ITZY, and they're a K-pop group, girl group, and I listened to their music and I was like, oh my gosh, this is some next level stuff. And I was like, I like that, I want to try that out. So then I almost started like studying the songs, like what's this, yeah. So I guess that's how I learned and how it's evolved slowly. Yeah,
I can kind of tell that you do take a lot of inspiration from K-pop, and of course you love K-pop because you've covered some K-pop on your YouTube channel before, right?
Yes.
I've heard you singing in Korean before. Do you sing enough that you speak a little Korean?
I learned it a bit last year because I wanted to be able to understand what they were saying, because sometimes the Korean to English translation is not very accurate. It sounds a bit weird. It's like a bit like just bad. So I can read it, but in terms of speaking, I'm definitely not fluent. But in like pronunciation, I think because I've sung in Korean, it has helped. And I guess there are certain things that I can understand from what I've learned.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you can actually phonically, you can read the Korean alphabets.
Yes.
And be able to sing them.
Yes.
That's pretty good. Now, we talked about some of the artists that you like, and this interview is likely going to be aired throughout Asia. If you were to manifest a little wish to collaborate with someone, be it a K-pop act or anyone in Asia, who might it be? Like, who would be, just off the top of your head, or even someone on your playlist?
Number one, like the first group that came to my mind, and I think I've definitely mentioned them before, I won't shut up about them, is Stray Kids.
Oh yeah?
Okay. Yes, I absolutely, I saranghae Stray Kids. So they're so lame, but yeah, I love them. I think they're so cool because they're a self-producing group as well. I would love to be able to just be in their presence as they write their songs. I think it's really, really inspiring for me as a producer as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, there you go. We've sent our wish out there, and hopefully they hear us and can receive it. And maybe, you know, send you a message in your DM on your IG or something, you know, get in touch with you.
Oh my gosh.
So, okay, let's talk about the new music. The brand new single is called Phonecase. And it just came out a few days ago, or at least on the day of our interview, it just came out a few days ago. It sounds really happy. It sounds actually a bit of a departure from music that you did for the first two albums. So is this a recent feeling of being enamored with someone, or have you recently fallen in love?
No. I think because I realized like this year I'm turning 20. So I think that's definitely like a next sort of like a next, what's the word, like journey chapter of my life. So I was looking back on like what I used to listen to, what I used to write about, and just the kind of music that I used to make. And I thought it would be a really, really nice way to sort of, I guess, go back to my roots, but with what I've learned in terms of production, because am I in love? I don't know. But I think the song isn't necessarily just for me. It could be for anyone. Like I think having someone like on the back of your phone case is a very special thing, because it's usually like people you care about, or I guess in for the K-pop community, we like to put our favorite member, like there's a photo of a favorite member. So I thought that was really nice.
Yeah.
And
when that part of the lyrics came up in the song, it actually hit me, because I actually do have my wife's picture on the back of my phone case. So I'm just like, that's
cute.
so true. That's
See?
a very Asian thing, or maybe not just Asian, but that's a thing that we do. So,
Yes.
Okay, what are some of the other things that you feel personally when you're in love? Like part of the song, you talked about gotta know the song that you like, right? And there's a line that goes, here's a clue, it rhymes with two. So I'm very curious. What is that song?
That part was actually, I think, what's the lyrics? I know all the things you like, but you know none of mine. So it's like, I know everything about you, but you don't even know what I like. So here's a clue, it rhymes with two. You. Oh.
It's you. It's not even a song. It's just you. That's very cute. I like that. And also at one point you said, this person might have to come and meet your mom. So I'm guessing, usually that's the case, right? Like, when infatuation reaches a certain level and your relationship matures to a certain level, you want them to meet the special someone in your family. Like, you know, you want them to bring them home. So at what point, Shye, do you think is a good point for you to introduce this person to your family? Like in your experience, or what you think might happen?
Because I'm very close to my mom, so I tell my mom like everything.
Okay.
So
you would know about this person like long before.
Yes. So let me give you an example. Let's say I have a crush on someone.
Yeah.
I will probably like maybe hint, like I'll just show a photo like, oh, do you think this this person is cute.
Yeah.
And like if she says yeah, then it's like, okay, thank goodness. Okay. If she says no, it's kind of like, oh no, wait, okay, let me think about this again. So because I think sometimes when you are like infatuated with someone, it's very easy to sort of just look past all the like red flags maybe. So you kind of need a second person to kind of chaperone you in that sense.
Yeah.
So for me, I trust my mom. I know she's not gonna like just pick anyone, you know, that kind of thing. I trust that she knows what's good for me as well.
And she could be your, extra pair of eyes.
Yes.
When you fall in love or become enamored with someone to give you that, words of wisdom that you need. So yeah, everybody go listen to Phonecase, okay? Especially if you feel in love. This is a song that I think is very nice to, just kind of dance to and bop to. And look out for more music from Shye. And thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me. Bye bye.